You ever have one of those days where you just know, in your gut, something bad's about to happen, but you don't get to walk away? Yeah, that was me. And if you think being the mayor's kid means you get a pass, let me tell you, that day proved just how wrong you'd be. It was a Thursday, one of those muggy early summer afternoons, sun cutting through the park like it was looking for someone to blame. I'd stayed after school to help Mrs. Whitaker with yearbook layouts. You know, because I'm the kid teacher's trust, the one who always says, "Yes, ma'am," and never turns homework in late. People think that keeps you safe. It doesn't. So I'm there, third bench under the oak tree, skirt past my knees, backpack half on, just waiting for Mom to pick me up. That's our routine. She always texts, "On my way," but she never says why she's late. I know it's work. I know being Northgate's first black woman mayor comes with a price. Sometimes, late at night, I hear her in the driveway, sitting in the car, breathing deep, bracing herself to come inside. She never talks about it. I learn not to ask. I'm watching the kids playing soccer, the old man feeding birds, just trying to disappear. Then the white and gray patrol car rolls up, slow, like it owns the place. Two officers get out, uniforms crisp, eyes cold. One of them, the taller guy, scans the park. The other's already got his eyes on me. "Alone?" he says. Not really a question. The way he looks at me. You know that look, like you're some kind of lost property. The short one laughs, a little too loud, glances at his buddy, like they've already decided I don't belong here. I clutch my phone, see Mom's text. "On my way." The officers don't care. "What are you doing here, kid?" one of them barks. I say, "I'm waiting for my mom," trying to keep my voice calm. The other one laughs, steps closer, too close. "Letting your kid sit out here alone? Doesn't sound like a good mother to me." His face flushes red in the sun. I have a phone. I whisper, holding onto it like it's a shield. "She's almost here." Then he does this thing, looks me up and down, lets his gaze settle on my skirt. "Short uniform skirt, huh?" His words slither out, not quite loud enough for anyone else to hear. "Not hiding anything under there, are you?" And I freeze. My throat closes up. My heart's pounding so hard it drowns out everything else. His hand lifts, just to brush it first, but he's searching for an excuse to go further. I flinch, my back hits the bench. "Stop!" I shout, voice cracking with panic. He laughs. His partner laughs too, that ugly sound. "I'm so scared," he mocks. Who does she think she is? In that moment, I know. There's no one coming. The old man is gone. The kids are across the street. The park's empty except for these two, and me. His hand tugs at my skirt. Rough, pulling at the hem until the fabric strains, seem digging into my leg. He leans in, breath sour, eyes flat. "Just checking for weapons." "Relax, princess." That's when it breaks in me. I shove his hand away. I don't even know where I find the strength, but I do. My whole body's shaking. He just smirks, crosses his arms, waiting to see if I'll run or cry. "We're just doing our job," he says, and I can feel the threat underneath it, like salt in a wound. A mom across the street grabs her son's hand and walks faster, not looking back. A street vendor under the tree raises her hand to her mouth, but her feet are glued to the spot. A young guy on a bike, college kid, maybe, takes out his phone and starts recording, quiet, not rushing, just letting the camera catch everything. I'm pinned. He grabs my shoulder, fingers like steel. His other hand yanks at my skirt again. This isn't about safety. It's not about the law. It's about power. About seeing how far he can go. I cry out, sobs ripping out of me, but the only answer is silence. Nobody moves. People look, but nobody moves. And you know what? I stopped asking for help. I just stood there, holding onto my skirt, feeling the shame burn deeper than the tears. That's the part nobody talks about. How the world keeps spinning while you're stuck, humiliated, waiting for someone, anyone, to step in. But all they do is watch. An old man pauses, shakes his head, keeps walking. A couple whispers, "Don't film." We don't know who's backing them. Even the ones with phones hesitate. Suddenly, the officer stiffens. His eyes flick to the young guy filming under the tree. There's a shift. You can feel it, like the air changes. His partner mutters, "Hurry up. If you're done, let her go." The mood is different now. Not safe, but not invisible anymore. The camera's lens becomes a shield, a witness they can't erase. But the damage is done. The tall officer shoves me against the side of the patrol car, presses my face to the glass. "Hold still, troublemaker," he sneers. sunglasses cold against my cheek, hand clamped to my neck. I push back, but I'm burning up, breaths coming fast, tears gone, just anger and fear and humiliation knotted in my gut. Another man steps out from the path. Not a cop, not anyone I recognize, just a tall, dark coat. Moves like he's got nothing to prove. He doesn't shout. He just steps up, leans in, and whispers something to the officer. Instantly, the cop's face goes pale. The stranger hands him a slip of paper. She's the mayor's daughter. Just like that, you could hear the ground shift beneath us. The officer releases me, still muttering threats. Don't tell your mom about this. You start telling stories. You're the one who'll get in trouble. I don't even answer. I just grab my backpack and try to breathe. Then that stranger speaks up, voice low but carrying. You both need to stop. For a split second, I believe him. Right then, someone's phone buzzes. Videos are already flying across private groups, the caption reading, "If this girl weren't the mayor's daughter, would it have stopped in time?" You know what I mean? The clip gets everywhere. Students, teachers, even lawyers start sharing it. At City Hall, my mom gets the message during a finance meeting. She watches the video, stone-faced. I don't know what goes through her mind. Only that when she steps out of that car at the park, you'd swear she was carrying the whole city on her shoulders. She doesn't shout. She just walks over, kneels in front of me, and asks, "How do you feel?" I want to lie, say I'm fine, but the truth tumbles out. He pulled my skirt. They all saw. Nobody helped me. She listens, hand over mine, thumb tapping out a quiet beat, telling me she's here. She's not going anywhere. Later, Mom stands in front of a circle of officials, city council, internal affairs, police brass, and says, "That girl is my daughter. But first, she's a citizen. If I let this pass because she's mine, I can't serve anyone." You could hear a pin drop. Even Chief Keen, the big man in blue, sits with his tie loose, not daring to meet her eyes. The story catches fire. Local headlines turn to national. Old stories resurface. Other kids, mostly black, mostly girls, stopped or searched, complaints marked insufficient evidence. The same two officers, same excuses. No one did anything, until now. The union holds press conferences, says it's all political, calls for loyalty. But something's broken. This time, even some officers start speaking up. A young cop resigns, posts her letter online. "I can't protect justice if I'm just protecting the uniform." Stories flood in. I saw this too. I kept quiet. Not anymore. Community meetings turn raw. Parents, teachers, even a white dad holding up his daughter's photo. If this was my kid, I'd want someone to answer for it. Students send letters demanding civil rights taught in school, not just history from a textbook. A single mom posts, "I kept quiet for 3 years after my daughter was searched in a bathroom. I thought silence kept her safe. I was wrong." And you want to talk about cinematic? There's a photo, snapped by a kid, that goes viral. My mom standing between me and the world, no badge, just a mother and her child. Caption reads, "She's not just the mayor's daughter, she's our daughter." I'm telling you, that image changed the city. Maybe the country. But the real twist? Some say my mom's got a conflict of interest, that she should step back from the investigation because I'm her daughter. At the emergency session, she stands up, looks the whole room in the eye, and says, "If protecting my child means I'm biased, then write it down. But I will not apologize for doing what's right." Mic drop. So here's where we are, a city arguing not just about two bad cops, but the whole system that let them act like nobody would care. The polls swing. People demand civilian oversight. Teachers, parents, officers, even kids find their voices. Not because I screamed, but because somebody finally listened. And I get it. The video went viral because of who my mom is. But what about the girls who don't have a mayor for a mother? What about the ones with no camera, no headlines, no one to call a meeting or hold a press conference? My story's loud, but theirs is just as real, just quieter, buried under years of silence, and it's just procedure. In the end, I recorded a message, less than a minute long, for the city. I'm not broken. I'm just scared the next time, nobody will film it. Please, don't let the next person have to scream like I did. So, yeah, that happened. Now I've got one question for you. When you see something wrong, do you stand up or walk away? Would you help, or would you watch and stay silent? Because justice isn't just about what happens to the mayor's daughter. It's about what happens to any daughter. And silence, Well, that's what lets the next one get hurt. So tell me, what would you have done? And what will you do the next time you see someone in trouble? Speak up, share your story, let the world know where you stand. Because justice only lives when people refuse to look away.